physicists, how are you? Saket here. Today is a very fantastic day because today we are going to learn about
momentum. Yes, you heard me right. Today we learn about momentum. And this is the very first video on classical mechanics. So let's just dive into what momentum is about to teach us. So to understand momentum, I guess only one video is not enough. So we'll be dividing into two parts. The first part will be discussing what momentum is, and the second part we'll learn the law of conservation of momentum. So let's just start with what momentum. So I'll try my best to give you the best metaphor possible for momentum. Alright, so you can just play a little game to understand momentum. So close your eyes. Yes, close your eyes. Alright, so now your eyes are closed, and now if I say that something is coming towards you at 100 kilometers per hour, let's say it's 100 kilometers per hour. Now, how do you know that whether or not you should be afraid of that thing or not? It can be a sponge ball, can be a basketball, can be a bullet, or can be a truck, can be an airplane. Then how do you know whether or not you should be afraid of that thing? You don't really know about it. Then, this very quantity of measuring how much you should be afraid of is what we typically call as momentum. I know it's a very awkward explanation for momentum, but yeah, believe me, that's what momentum has to teach you. Momentum is typically something that just tells you how much you should be afraid of something. This was how you should be understanding momentum. But now, this is not a typical definition that you should be writing in your exams, otherwise you give something that Aryabhatta got long back. Alright, that's exactly a zero. So we need to understand what momentum is scientifically. So let's just understand momentum is scientific. So the definition that you should be writing in an examination is momentum is the product of mass and velocity. Now why? Why is it mass into velocity? And why do we call it as momentum? Alright, so imagine four different kind of ball in front of you. One can be a basketball, a football, a cricket ball, and a sponge ball. So let's imagine you have a very great footballer that kicks each of the ball with the same force precisely, and then you measure each of its velocity. Now will you find the velocities to be the same? Well, I don't think so that you find the velocities to be the same. Why? Because their masses are different. But what happens when you multiply mass with the velocity? Voila, you get your momentum. And that's constant for any given amount of force. And that's the very law of Newton. The second law of Newton, F equals ma, says this. So, I have a ball. And this ball has some mass. And when I throw it with some velocity. And what do you know about mass into velocity? Exactly, that's momentum. So let's learn about the transfer of momentum. As you just saw that was a real example of transfer of momentum.
This would be a topic in the next video, but for now, let's talk about momentum. So, as you know, momentum is nothing but a quantity that tells you how much you should be afraid of something. If there is a bullet, should you be afraid of it? Well, I don't think so. What if it's not moving while a cricket ball is rushing towards you, or rather a bottle? Okay, momentum is mass times velocity. Then tell me, there is no P in the term momentum. Then why the formula is P equals mv? Let me know the answer in the comment down below, and the answer is fantastically hard, although easy. In the next video, we will talk about the law of conservation of momentum and something really curious. Okay, let me reveal a little. Light is said to be made up of particles called photons. They are massless, and that is why they travel at the speed of light, but still they have momentum. Putting it into a previous equation, if m is equal to 0, then even if v or velocity is 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meters per second, momentum should be 0. Then how and why does a photon carry any momentum? Hope I was clear in this video. To go to the next video, just click here and like, share and subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to tell me why momentum is P. Thank you.